What's up, AP Gut people? We got a good one for you today. Unit 4, Video 27, Congressional Committees. You will need to know these bad boys. So let's get into an introduction. These are made up of members of Congress, and they allow members to become specialized in certain policy areas. So an example could be foreign policy or agriculture, finance, judiciary, or veterans affairs. These are all different committees that are in Congress. Membership on the right committee. This can help members represent their constituents more effectively. Credit claiming. They could be able to say, hey, because I served on this committee, I was influential in this, which benefited you, my constituents, and our area. How is membership determined? Well, each member of Congress essentially creates a wish list. Each committee has members from both parties, although the chair and the majority of members are made up of the majority party. So it's very important for the party in power that has more people, whether it is the Senate or the House, they have more control over the committees, especially that chair. And each party has a steering committee that assigns members to various committees. Okay, committee chairs, they can influence the agenda of that committee, and they schedule hearings, they manage bills in the committees. Remember, most bills never actually make it to the floor of Congress. A lot of them die in committees or subcommittees. Committee chairs are voted on, although traditionally they're given to senior members. And committee chairs are limited to 3 consecutive 2-year terms, so they cannot serve on the same committee more than 6 years in a row, essentially. There are 4 types of committees that we're going to talk about. The first is standing. This is a permanent one. Second is joint. The third is a conference committee. And the fourth is a select committee. So standing committees, these are permanent committees in each house of Congress. There are 16 in the Senate and 19 in the House. For example, in the House Budget Committee is a very powerful permanent committee. Most members of Congress, they serve on 2 committees and 2 subcommittees. And they often recommend funding for government agencies and programs. So these committees are instrumental in helping to determine how much money certain agencies or programs will receive. Membership of joint committees is made up of the House and the Senate. So these are committees that go across the 2 houses. An example of this is a Congress Joint Committee on the Library, which deals with the Library of Congress. So this is a joint committee which has members from both the House and the Senate. These are not as common as other committees, and they focus on issues such as the economy and taxation, more specific issues. Conference committees, these are established to reconcile differences in bills passed in each house. So for example, if the House passes one bill on, let's say, taxes, and the Senate passes a bill on taxes, but it's slightly different, then a conference committee would be created to help work those out. And these are usually made up of senior members of each party. And they hope to reach a compromise on the bill. And Henry Clay's like, yo, did somebody say compromise? That's me. Now, select committees, they may be permanent or they may be temporary. It depends. They often have a narrow focus. Some examples include the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. So this Intelligence Committee is very, very important. And there was a famous one in 1820 called the Select Committee on the Various Propositions for the Admission of Missouri into the Union. And Henry Clay is like, yo, did somebody say Missouri? I helped with that compromise. That was one of his 3 compromises. That was an example of a select committee. Right, subcommittees, these are smaller parts of a large committee, and members report to the larger community on specific issues. So it's a committee within a committee. And members of Congress are limited to 4 total subcommittees that they could serve on at any given time. Okay, we'll finish up with some test tips for multiple choice questions. Definitely know the benefits of being on committees. That credit claiming is huge. I mentioned that in the House of Representatives video. For free response questions, you could see something dealing with the purpose of committees or how committees actually operate and their role in making laws. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Look forward to see you back here for video number 28, Congress and other major political institutions. We'll talk about Congress and the presidency, Congress and the Supreme Court. Thank you for watching. Best of luck in May, and have a good day.